Hey everybody, this is Robot here from Vespa Motorsport and ScooterWest.com. So here we got the latest and greatest 2021 Vespa. It's August 2020 and the 2021s are rolling out. The HPE motor that's found on the latest Vespa GTS 300, it's been around with us for just over a year now. And the one sore spot on the motor, well, that's why you probably stumbled across this video. You got this silver cover. It doesn't go with anything on this scooter. This scooter's got gold wheels and all black trim. What was Vespa thinking? So guess what? ScooterWest.com, our custom paint shop, has got you covered. So instead of just going with this silver plastic painted cover that actually is over top of an ugly looking aluminum cover, believe me, it's not worth taking this off. It's pretty ugly underneath. You could replace this with a custom painted black cover. We have two different colors available, black and black. So first of all, black number one, which is glossy black. This is shot with a black base coat and a standard automotive grade clear coat. Part number on this is 1A014720-BK. And you can find this on ScooterWest.com. This goes great on the Note because the Note has a flat black body with lots of subtle gloss accents on it. And the last thing you gotta get rid of is that hideous silver belt cover on your Note. So the gloss one's for you if you got a Note, or maybe you just like gloss to begin with. And then we got black number two. This is matte black. And the way this is shot professionally is the same process that they shoot the matte finish Vespas, such as the Note. Part number on this is 1A014720-MBK for matte black. So it's pretty much the OEM part number. This has been custom painted black and has a satin finish clear coat that's very durable on it. Even when I scratch my nail into it, you don't see it. Fingerprints, they usually go right away with a little bit of cleaner. And for something like this Racing 60s that has flat black trim about, on the handrail, the headlights, the mirrors, the leg shield trim, this is the perfect addition for you. So to swap out the belt cover, just some basic tools are needed. Highly recommend you have a long set of needle nose or magnetic tip to pull out the screws for the airbox. To loosen up the airbox, you're gonna need a T30 and not one of the short wrenches. You'll need something long. It could be a screwdriver handle style one, or something like this where it attaches to the 1/4-inch drive, and that's a T30 Torex driver. You'll need an 8mm socket, preferably in a 1/4-inch drive, and I highly recommend having a wobble as well. That allows you to access difficult to access areas when you need to get to a fastener. And of course, if you wanted to, you could remove the side skirts and you will not need the wobble at that point. So in order to change this cover, the job is definitely easier if you move this side strip. You can watch some of my other videos on taking one of these apart much further, on removing these, but it is possible to do it without removal of these strips. So you'll need a T30 Torex driver, hopefully on a longer extension or one that's a screwdriver style. And the airbox is held by 3 fasteners, all with the T30 style Torex. So got to go in there and loosen all these fasteners. And you may want to have a pair of long needle nose just to pull the screws out, or even a magnet will do the job. Because the best thing to do is just loosen the airbox all the way where you could push it up and out of the way. So for this frontmost fastener, it's best just to have a wobble or just remove the whole skirt. Or you can struggle with a small Torex driver up in this area right at the frontmost section of your airbox. And it is possible to leave this front fastener in place and just lift the airbox out of the way. So you got to remove these two screws all the way out. They do have 2 washers. And at this point, you're able to lift the airbox up and out of the way to gain access to removing this cover here. So first of all, you got to remove this frontmost black cover. And you need an 8mm socket. Got a fastener right here. And you got one more fastener right up here. And once you have these pair of fasteners out, you're able to pull this cover off. And located on the other side is your filter for the air intake. Keep in mind the longer screw goes at the top. And to remove this painted belt cover, there's a single fastener up front. Fastener located right here. And the last one right behind this oil pan here. So go ahead and pull the plastic belt cover off. Keep in mind there is a metal bracket behind this fastener that does hold the rear brake cable away from the tire. And you have 3 screws. The short one goes underneath the frontmost part of the belt cover. The 2 longer ones go in the other points of the belt cover. So go ahead and take the new belt cover and just slide it right into place. Start with the lowermost fastener. I'm using my finger to hold the bracket in place. And you want to get the screw through the bracket and into the engine case. Get that started. You move on to this backmost one. And then the short fastener just goes right in this topmost mounting position right here. So take your plastic front section of the belt cover and snap that back in place. Again, the short screw goes in the bottom here. Go ahead and get that one started. And the longer one goes right at the topmost position right there. And once you have these fasteners in place, go ahead and carefully shift both the fender that's over the tire and also the air box. You can shift it back into place and use your Torx driver to drive the screws back home. Take extra caution making sure everything lines up as you put these screws back into place. Typically it's got to go through both the fender that rides above the tire. And I don't recommend tightening these all the way. Make sure you get them all started and then go step by step, tighten all 3 fasteners that hold your air box in place. And once you have them all snug, don't forget the frontmost fastener. I did not remove that fastener, but I went ahead and tightened all 3 of these fasteners, and there you have it. Got rid of the stock silver cover and replaced it with a sharp looking flat black cover. So another Scooter West exclusive product, a custom painted black cover. Check us out on the web, scooterwest.com, and if you missed the part numbers for these black covers, look in the description of the video and you'll see the part numbers for these black covers. Keep in mind this only fits the HPE equipped Vespa GTS 300s. So in North America, pretty much the 2020 model and newer. So thanks for watching. This is Robot here from Scooter West and Vespa Motorsport. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't. Find us on Instagram or Facebook, Vespa Motorsport. Until next time, ride safe.